Hi guys, welcome to book number 3. Today I'm going to read a story to you about a shark. His name is Clark, and he's kind of a goofy shark. He's starting school, and he doesn't really know how to act in school, so he has a lot of learning to do. And at the end, when you go to your Google document to answer the questions for this story are going to be focused on a different comprehension strategy, and that is how to understand characters. When an author writes a story, they try to make you understand what a character is like by the things that they have the characters do and how they look and what they say. So when I finish this story, you're going to be answering some questions about Clark, the shark in this story. And we'll do that with both of our stories this week. Okay, so here we go. This is Clark the shark. I always have the hardest time getting this book in the right spot. There we go. Clark the shark. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's a submarine school bus. It's down under the ocean. There's some little fish here chasing it. There we go. It says school bus, and there's a bus stop sign. So all these sea animals are waiting and catching the school bus to come to the school. And up here it says Theodore Roosterfish Elementary. In all the wide blue seas, in all the wide blue world, the top school for fish was Theodore Roosterfish Elementary. And of all the fish at Theodore Roosterfish, the biggest and the strongest was Clark the shark. Ah. Clark loved school, and he loved his teacher, Mrs. Inkydink. Mrs. Inkydink is a octopus, or maybe a squid. I'm not actually sure. Maybe it'll tell us in the story. But they can shoot squid. I mean, they can shoot ink out of their bodies, so I think that's why she's named Mrs. Inkydink. He loved to play upsy-downsy and spin-a-majig with his friends. Clark loved his life. Boy, if you look at all the sea creatures here, you can see Clark is a lot bigger than the rest of them. School is awesome, shouted Clark the shark. Less shouting, more reading, said Mrs. Inkydink. Lunchtime is sweet, yelled Clark the shark. Munch your own lunch, said his best friend Joey Mackerel. Clark's over here eating, and he's just taking food from everybody. Recess rocks, bellowed Clark the shark. You're playing rough, Clark, cried the other kids. I don't think Clark is trying to be mean. It's like he just doesn't know his own strength. Yes, Clark loved his life with all of his sharky heart, but he loved everything way too much. He was too loud, he was too wild, he was just too much shark for the other kids to handle. After a while, no one would play with Clark. No one ate lunch with him. No one sat with him at circle time. Even his best friend Joey Mackerel said, "Cool your jets, Clark. You're making me crazy." Aw, I think Clark's feelings got a little bit hurt. One day Clark asked Mrs. Inkydink, "What's wrong with everyone?" Mrs. Inkydink patted his fin. "Clark, sometimes you play too hard. You munch too hard, and gosh, you even help too hard." "But life is so exciting," said Clark. "There's a time and a place for everything," said Mrs. Inkydink, "and sometimes the rule is stay cool. I think Mrs. Inky Dink is trying to help Clark learn to be a little more calm, even though he's having so much fun. That's what she means by stay cool. At recess, Clark tried to stay cool, but he pushed the swing with too much zing. Sorry, said Clark, I forgot. Yikes, cried Joey Mackerel. I think he's going to fly off the swing. At lunch, Clark tried to stay cool, but everything smelled so good that he munched a bunch of lunches. Sorry, said Clark, I forgot. We're starving, said his friends. In class, Clark tried to stay cool, but a good book got him all shook up. Now, Clark, said Mrs. Inky Dink, this isn't the time or place. Tell me, what's the rule? Stay cool, said Clark. Sorry. Hey, that rhymes, he cried. Then Clark got a big idea in his sharky head. Maybe if I make a rhyme, I'll remember every time. The next day, he put his plan to work. In class, when lessons got exciting, Clark wanted to bounce up off of his seat. Instead, he told himself, when teachers walk talking, don't go walking. And what do you know? It worked. Attaboy, Clark, said Mrs. Inky Dink. Clark smiled. Lessons are fun. Looks like they're doing some science. At lunch, everything smelled so yummy. When Clark wanted to eat and never stop, he told himself, only munch your own lunch. And it worked again. Way to go, Clark, said his friends. Clark grinned. Lunch is fun. At playtime, Clark told himself, easy does it, that's the way. Then my friends will let me play. And playtime was fun. Once more, Clark loved his life. But then a shadow fell across the playground. A ginormous shadow with tentacles galore. It's a new kid and he looks scary, cried Joey Mackerel. Swim for your lives! The squid squashed the slide and it snapped off the swings. Oops, my bad, said the new kid. Right, here's another big one. Wait, said Clark, he just wants to play. Let's find a way. And he swam at the new kid with all his might. Clark played harder than he ever had before. Upsy-downsy and spin-em-a-jig. Why, he even made up a new game, Tail-Wumpa-Lumpus. Wow, that was fun, said the new kid breathlessly, and he settled down. If you want to come to school, you've got to stay cool, said Clark. That's right, Clark, said Mrs. Inky Dink, and thanks for taking care of our new classmate, Sid the Squid. Hooray for Clark the Shark, everyone cheered. That night, Clark's mother asked, what did you learn at school, dear? There's a time and a place for everything, Clark said. Sometimes you stay cool. But sometimes a shark's got to do what a shark's got to do. He can play like that at home with his shark family, huh? Okay, so think about Clark. And what kind of a shark was he? When you go in to do your assignment today, you're going to be describing him. Make sure that you use full sentences when you're working in there. And try to think about what kind of a shark he is. What describing words you can use to describe him. Was he mean? Was he kind? Helpful? Think about what he did throughout the whole story. Okay? And I will see you next time for the next book. Bye-bye.